Hi, I'm Brock Yordy. We don't have a question this week because it's time again to celebrate our veterans that are in the construction and water industry and all 19 million veterans in the United States, with about 1,330,000 of them working in construction. That is about 17.5% of our 7.6 million workforce. So let's celebrate these brave men and women. Did you know that the United States military and Department of Defense have invested in water well drilling schools? And we should be hiring these great men and women as they end their duty or retire out of the service. The Navy Seabees train at China Lake, California on SRAMs. The United States Army National Guard trained down at Camp Atterbury, just south of Indianapolis, of course, on V2000s. And the good men and women over at Red Horse, United States Air Force, train with the 820 at Nellis Air Force Base. And I always nod my head. I get to work with those guys. Awesome teams of the 820th, 819, 823rd, the triple nickel 555 down in Guam. Thank you for your service. They deploy and drill water wells where we can't typically get water, for FOBs, forward observing bases, and for bases and for humanitarian efforts. They do great work, and when they get back, we should be hiring them. As we say thank you this week, and we celebrate all that has been given or given up, we need to think about the post-Gulf War era to veterans, because about 47% of these veterans that deployed to Afghanistan and Iraq, this is post 9/11, likely suffer from PTSD or major depression, and they do not seek support. Earlier this year, the 988 crisis line for emergency counseling went into effect. We need to make sure these men and women are aware of this, because 22 veterans a day take their own life. And a study released this fall believes that the number could be double due to unexplained vet deaths and underreporting. So as we say thank you, and we think about how we should be hiring these great men and women, just like Jake Fletcher, retired Air Force, and Robert Meyer, United States Marine, deployed Afghanistan. As we talked on the newscast about hiring veterans, we need to think about how we retain them, how we recruit them, and make them part of our great industry, as many great veterans have done in our industry. I'm going to leave you with this quote. It's from George Washington. I think it's the most appropriate way for us to celebrate Veterans Day, is to reflect upon this. The willingness with which our young people are likely to serve in any war, no matter how justified, shall be directly proportional to how they perceive the veterans of earlier wars were treated and appreciated by their nation. Water well driller veterans, construction veterans, all 19 million veterans in the United States, thank you for your service.